Welcome back to Christ College Open Courseware. Today we discuss the waste characteristics, that is the characteristics of solid waste. Mainly solid waste have three characteristics, that is physical characteristics, chemical characteristics and biological characteristics. First, the physical characteristics. Information and data on the physical composition of solid waste is the physical characteristics. These are important in the selection and operation of equipments and facilities, and in the analysis and design of disposal facility. That is, for the disposal of this solid waste, we can know the physical characteristics. The major physical characteristics of solid waste include density, moisture content, waste particle size, and also there are other physical properties, characteristics such as color, shape of the component, optical property. First, we are going to discuss the detail regarding the density. Density of waste, it mass per unit volume. That is the density. That is expressed in kilogram per meter cube. That is a unit. It is a critical factor in the design of solid waste management system. Solid waste management system we discuss in the later classes. It is the design of stationary landfill, storage, type of collection and transport vehicle, etc. We can know the density. Then only we can identify the suitable method for this type of landfilling, storage and transportation facilities. For an efficient operation of landfill, compaction of waste to optimize minimum density is essential. Next physical character is the moisture content. Moisture content is defined as the ratio of weight of water to the total weight of wet waste, and is expressed as the moisture percentage calculated by wet weight minus dry weight divided by wet weight into 100. That is the moisture percentage. To calculate the moisture percentage of any waste, we can use an equation, that is wet weight minus dry weight divided by wet weight into 100. Moisture increases the weight of solid waste and thereby the cost of collection and transportation is also increases. It is a critical determinant in the economic feasibility of waste treatment by incineration, because wet weight consume energy for evaporation of water and in raising the temperature of water vapor. Then next is the particle size. The size distribution of solid waste are important in the recovery of material, especially with the mechanical means such as thermal screens and magnetic separators. The size of the particles play an important or significant role in the design of mechanical separator and shredders. Shredders are the instruments used to chop down the large particle size material. Optical property can be used to separate opaque material from transparent substance, which majorly contain glass and plastic. That's optical property is useful to separate glass particles and plastic particles. Shape can be used for segregation, as flaky substance will behave differently compared to non-flaky substance. Then magnetic separators are designed based on the magnetic characteristic of the waste. That is magnetic separator used to separate magnetic material in the solid waste. These are the different other properties of solid waste. There is optical property, magnetic property and shape. Next we discuss the chemical properties of solid waste. Knowledge of the classification of chemical compound and their characteristics is essential for the proper understanding of behavior of waste. It moves through the waste management system. To use solid waste as fuel or for any other purpose, their chemical characteristics should be known. For the usage of the solid waste for incinerator or pulverizer or thermal treatment process, we know the chemical property. Then only we can choose which method is useful for this type of waste management. The chemical properties include lipids, carbohydrates, proteins, natural fibers, synthetic organic materials. That is, synthetic organic materials is the plastic. Then non-combustible materials is there. Heating value is important for the chemical property. Then ultimate analysis, then proximity analysis is there in solid waste chemical characteristics. Lipid. This class of compound include the solid waste material in the lipid categories include the class of compound include fats, oil and grease, and the principal source of lipid are the garbage, cooking oil and fats. Lipids have high heating value, about 38,000 kilojoule per kilogram, which make them suitable for energy recovery. This type of lipid compound is used for heating above furnace or boilers, and it is very useful type of material in the category of solid waste. Since lipid become liquid at a temperature slightly above ambient, they add to the liquid content during waste decomposition. Though they are biodegradable, the rate of biodegradation is relatively slow because lipids have a low solubility in water. Second proper type of material that is present in the on the basis of chemical characteristics, that is carbohydrates. These are found primarily in food and yard waste, which encompass sugar and polymer of sugars, example starch, cellulose, etc., with the general formula of CH2O or X. Carbohydrates are readily biodegradable to products such as carbon dioxide, water and methane. The methane and carbon dioxide are greenhouse gases. Decomposition of carbohydrate attract flies and rats and therefore should not be left exposed for a long duration. That means the carbohydrates are attracted by the flies and the mosquitoes, then it causes the spreading of mosquitoes and flies, etc. Then protein. These are the compound contain carbon, hydrogen, oxygen and nitrogen, and consist of organic acid with a substituted amine group. They are mainly found in food and garden waste. The partial decomposition of these compounds can result in the production of amines that have unpleasant odor. The degradation of protein compounds that the protein contained solid waste produce odors, unpleasant odor. Then natural fibers. These are found in paper products, food and yard waste that are resistant to biodegradation. They are highly combustible solid waste having high proportion of paper and wood product. They are suitable for incineration. Incineration means there is a burning of solid waste in high temperature is the incineration. Then heating value, another chemical property of a chemical characteristics of solid waste. An evaluation of the potential of the waste as a fuel for incineration require a determination of its heating value expressed as kilojoules per kilogram, that is kJ bar kilogram. The heating value is determined experimentally using the bomb calorimeter test, in which the waste of specified quality is heated at constant temperature of 25 degree. How we measure the heating value means is a method of using bomb calorimeter test is the method used to analyze this. Then next is a synthetic organic material, that is a plastic compound. They are highly resistant to biodegradation and therefore they are objectionable and of a special concern in solid waste management, because they are not biodegradable material. They are difficult to degrade. That's why we can handle it with more care. Plastic have a high heating value, about 32,000 kilojoule per kilogram, which make them very suitable for incineration. But during this, there's another drawback is there for the burning of this plastic. It causes volatile compounds, that is caused due to the volatile compound is harmful to different type of animals and plants, etc. Toxic materials are dioxin is released during the burning of plastic material, and it is cause different type of health issues. The polyvinyl chloride when burned produce dioxin and acid gas. This increase corrosion in the combustion system and is responsible for acid rain. The burning of this polychloride PVC, that is polyvinyl chloride, will cause the emission of dioxin and acid gases. Acid gases are NOx and SOx. This cause acid rain. Next property that in the previous we discussed the physical property, chemical property, and third one is the biological property of solid waste. The biological property include biodegradability of organic waste, odor, and breeding of flies. Biodegradability of organic waste component, volatile solids content determined by ignition at 550 degrees Celsius is often used as a measure for the biodegradability of organic compounds. The use of volatile solids in describing the biodegradability of organic components is misleading. As some of the organic constants are highly volatile but low biodegradability. That means if the biodegradability is increasing, the volatile compounds is less. In the next section we discuss, or in the next class we discuss the waste management concept. In this we discuss the physical, chemical and biological properties of solid waste, that including the chemical property including lipid, carbohydrate presence, protein content, natural fibers, synthetic, non-combustible material, heating value, ultimate analysis and proximity analysis there. And the physical properties such as moisture content, particle size, density, color, shape, etc. Thank you for watching.